What up, toddlers, my little betas? Pookie! Today we're going to be playing Mega Knight Cycle because Mega Knight seems to be back and very popular right now. I threw in Prince because Prince is very strong and Goblin Curse because Goblin Curse is very strong, and I think it's going to all work very well together. And I have a little story today because I've been blue-balling some of you in the comments. I see this one dude commenting every day. The only reason I click on these videos is because you said you were going to tell this story, but you can't tell it right now, but now it's been enough time, so you should be able to tell the fucking story now. Can't fucking tell me the story. So basically, a few months ago, I went on a dating grind, okay? I went out there and I went on a dating grind. And basically, the plan was I was meant to be meeting. Okay, so the first guy I'm playing in this video is just going to give me this deck is so good, it scares your opponents away from the game. I was going on a dating grind. I was meant to meet this girl that I'd never met before at this bar. And there was like a pool outside and there's like a grass area with picnic tables. And I was meant to meet her on one of the picnic tables outside, right? I was meant to be meeting her and her friend. One of them was blonde and one of them was brunette, so keep that in mind. So I get there, I get outside, she says she's there, and I go up to one of the picnic tables, and there is a blonde girl and a brunette girl sitting there, her and her friend. And so I go up, I say hi, and like I introduce myself, and I notice the vibe's a little bit weird. I'm like, what's going on? Like, normally things aren't this awkward. I just got kind of like a vibe they didn't want me to be there, but then I was like, why would you go on a date if you didn't want me to be there? So I sit down, I start talking. I'm like, how was your day going? And then her friend's looking at me like she doesn't want to be there. I'm trying to explain like the situation, right? So, you know when you're hanging out with someone and they really don't want to hang out with you, or they don't want you to be there. So they kind of just like, every time you make eye contact with you, they're like, and they just like look at their friend like awkwardly like that. That's the kind of vibe it was. Her friend was looking at the date that I was supposed to be at like that. Where they were just like making like weird looks like at each other as if they didn't want me to be there. And I was like, wow, that's very cunty. That's not very, like, come on, give me a chance at least. Just being like an asshole right off the rip. But either way, I asked how their day was going. They're like, oh, good. And it was kind of awkward. I like kind of, the way I sat down next to her, it felt like she didn't want me to sit there. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? So things continued to go awkwardly until eventually I was like, okay, what the fuck's going on? So I was like, wait, is your name, and I guess the name I'll use for this so that we don't use any real names, is Jasmine. I was like, wait, are you Jasmine? And she's like, no. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. I have gone and sat down at a table with two girls I've never met before, which is a pretty bold move, but I didn't realize it wasn't my date. I was convinced it was my date. And so I sat down there with two girls I'd never met before, thinking it was my date, and, okay, hang on, hold that thought. It's Goblin time. Goblin Curse, go crazy. Evolve Zap, go crazy. This should actually just, like, kill everything, surely. Yep. Broken ass cards. We love that. And so I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And so I got up and I felt like an idiot, and I couldn't believe that I just sat at a table with two girls I'd never met before that were also not my date for no reason at all. And so anyway, Prince on the tower. And so anyway, after that, I went back inside and I was like, what the heck, where is she? And it turns out she was sitting at one of the tables that was a little bit further away, and she was like, hi, yeah, no, that was pretty funny to watch because that wasn't me. And she knew that I was sitting at a table with different girls, and she luckily didn't take it as like in a bad way, like I was trying to talk to other girls when I knew she was there. She said she saw me go up to these girls and just didn't stop me because she thought it would be funny. And I was like, fuck's sakes, man. So she made a fool of me right off the rip. I couldn't believe it, man. She let me go ahead. And then I finally sat down and started talking to her. But that's not even the weirdest part of this date. Sat down, started talking to her and her friend. It was going pleasantly. We were getting along well and whatnot. It wasn't awkward. I was like, thank God, by the way, because nothing could be as awkward as it was before. And so we're sitting down, we're chatting. And then, after a good while of chatting, they apparently see her and her friend. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to go Prince Other Lane if he's going to do that. Maybe I should have gone Mega Knight. Hang on, I need to take advantage of this moment because I don't know if I'm going to be able to defend. Hang on, what if I do this? Oh, come on! That was probably way too much elixir. Now I'm probably dead. But either way, I'm chatting with this girl. I'm sitting there. We're talking. And then all of a sudden... Fuck, okay. Oh my God, retargeted. I'm a hero. Then all of a sudden, I see someone sit behind them. This is so awkward to talk about. I see someone sit behind them that looks kind of familiar to me, but I can't put my finger on who it was. And then her and her friend go inside to see somebody that they thought they'd seen before, or like a friend of theirs or somebody. They went inside to the bar because they were going to go talk to someone that they knew, basically. And so I was like, all right, I'll just wait here while you go do that. And so I looked carefully at the other person I saw that I thought I knew. And it turns out that was... Oh my God, man. It turns out the person was somebody I was meant to go on a date with. It was another girl. Holy skibbity Sigma Rizzler over here, by the way. You're talking to the king of women, leader of men, destroyer. Anyway, and so anyway, I'm like, all right, while they're inside and I'm sitting on this table, I'm just going to go up and fucking talk to this girl to make sure it is... I don't know what I was thinking. I was a few drinks in, so I was like, fuck it. I'm going to go talk to this other girl. And then I go up to her and I'm like, wait, hello, are you... Let's think of a name. Her name will be Hermione. I go up to Hermione and I'm like, wait, are you Hermione? And she's like, yeah. And she's with her friend. And they're very friendly. And so I'm like, all right. And I start having a conversation with her. And I explained to her that I'm on a date tonight, which I just explained it because otherwise it comes across as weird. I just wanted to be honest. So I was like, I'm on a date. And they were like, oh my God, that's so cool, whatnot, blah, blah, blah. Her and her friend were being quite friendly and whatnot. And so then I failed to defend the balloon and I lost. Psych. And so, oh my God, how do we defend that? And so anyway, I start talking to them and I say I'm on a date and I'm like, okay, my date's inside right now, but when she comes back, it's going to be weird if she sees me sitting with another girl here. So do you mind, hang on. This is a pivotal moment in the game. Hold that thought. Evolve Zap. Holy clutch! All right, surely we win here. Come on, Mega Knight! That's GG. And so I'm like, hey, I'm on a date. My date's inside, and she's going to be weird if she sees me with you outside. Like, I've gone and started talking to another girl. She goes inside for 1 second. That's going to look really weird. Which, of course, I had done. So I just had to do it. She left me. So anyway, I say to her, oh, can we just say we're like family or something? If she comes out and asks questions, can we just say like, you know, we're family friends or something? And luckily the other two girls are like just in a good mood and they're being chill and they're like, yeah, sure. Like we'll say we're your second cousins or something. I'm like, oh my God, what is happening right now? So anyway, we had a few more chats and then all of a sudden, inevitably, my date comes back with her friend. They see me sitting with this other girl and her friend. And like, I turn around and I can kind of see that they've seen that I'm with another girl and they're going to like turn around and like go somewhere else. But then I'm like, oh no, this is Hermione. She's my second cousin. And yeah, it works every time, by the way. If you find yourself in a situation like me, Sigma Rizzler, then yeah, pull the second cousin card out. Works every time, man. And so I say I'm with they introduce themselves. I'm like, hi, they're like, hi, like we're Ken's second cousins. and so these girls that I'm meant to go on a date with are introducing themselves as my second cousins to the girls that I am on a date with. And we're all sitting at the same table now. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I've never met any of these people. And there's four fucking girls. And I'm just sitting there. No guys, by the way. Just like to point that out. So smash subscribe because I actually don't know where I was going with that. Everybody seems to think I'm gay. And I don't fucking get it. And so anyway, I'm just like mediating a conversation here until it all soothes out, and I hope it just works out somehow. Luckily, not too many questions were asked, and it ended with the two new girls, the ones that I went up to, being like, "Oh, we're gonna go inside and get a drink," and I'm like, "Thank God." Fuck, hang on. Why does it take like 1,000 units to kill a wall breaker, man? And so they go inside, and I'm like, "Thank God," and I'm like, that was a weird experience. And then I'm sitting there again with my original date. Okay, you know what? We're just going to go with Evolve Skeletons here. I'm going to go with this and Evolve Skeletons. And it's going to be fine, right? Magic Archer, you can chill out. And so I'm like, what the fuck is happening? What is this date? How did that just happen? How did I weasel my way out of that situation? And so then they go inside and I'm with my original date and her friend again. And we're talking, we're getting along. And after that, they recognize more people that they know. My original date, they recognize friends or something, and they see me, and they all come and just fucking sit at our table. Basically, like, and now this table's got like 8 people at it, and not including the second date girls. And so I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I am at a table with like 12 people, or like so many people I've never met before. This is quite an experience. And I end up having some good chats with all of them. We all get along. It's pretty great. And eventually I start talking to a bunch of people around the table, and it's not even a date at this point anymore. Like, I don't even know what it is. I guess it is, but it's like, why do my dates always have to have like a gay person intervene or like some weird shit happen? It's great for YouTube content, but I'm just like, what happened to just like going on a date with one person? I just don't know. And so, yeah, anyway, then I go inside and get a drink, and I see the second girl, the one that I went up to, not my original date. God, Hermione. I see fucking Hermione, and she's like waves to me because she's going, and I'm like, okay, thank God, I guess. I don't even know which is the real date. I don't know which girl I'm on the date with anymore. Did he just activate King Tower with his balloon? Why is everybody playing balloon? As soon as I'm playing Mega Knight with like bats and spear goblins, my only air counter, everybody's playing fucking... What the heck? Alright, I'm gonna go with this. We're gonna use the bats here, push him slightly into the curse for a second longer. It's gonna get no hits because I'm a clutch god. And then, I spend the rest of the time with date number 1, and we get along. And it ends in on a blissful note. That's all I'll say. And, yeah, that's pretty much what happened, man. And so... yeah, no, she ends up dropping me home as well. Very nice. And I don't really see either of them again. I don't see either of them. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, can that not get so much damage? Maybe I could have zapped and saved a hit. And so, yeah, that's the little date story. A bit weird. I initially start the date by sitting at a table with the wrong girls that want nothing to do with me. Then I end up seeing another girl that I was meant to go on a date on, while on a date with the girl. And it's just like, what are the odds of this shit happening? And she sees her friends, and they all sit at a table with us. And it's kind of awkward because they think I'm like a friend, but I'm on like a first date. And it's, yeah, it's great fun. Okay, Evolve Zap is like absolutely insane against Balloon. Gotta keep that shit in mind. He's got freeze! How the fuck am I supposed to do? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna start playing Prince on the lane, because if he goes in here, I'm dead. Okay, zap. I gotta press. I can't let him go for like a massive balloon push, especially with the lumberjack. Here he goes. Okay. Alright, let's go like this. Did he really get my bats? Ooh, we clutch up the defense. Alright. Ralph. Stop. Okay, we're gonna go for a Prince. That was a wasted bowler. Let's hope he doesn't get like a sneaky... Alright, use this tornado. Oh, why did he go like that? Was he expecting bats or something? Okay, let's go with Spear Goblins. We don't want him to... Ooh, that was a bad balloon. We got Evolve Zap. We're going to use it. Nice, okay. Maybe a waste of an Evolve Zap. Okay, we're going to go Prince here, right? And he's going to maybe, hopefully, go for like a tornado or something. Ooh, ooh. I think he was going to go for maybe a freeze and hope the Evolved Skeleton's chained. Okay, let's go with this Skeletons. Play him. Play him! Oh my god, he played them. The clutch up! Come on! Come on! Oh my god, he missed the freeze. Play Skeletons. Please. Yes! And we got through and won the game. So yeah, that was the weird date thing. I didn't really want to tell that story just because it kind of comes across a weird way. And also, it was just like a weird story and lots of people in my real life involved. And I just don't like it. I don't like it. It's just weird. And so subscribe for more great content. Bye.